Oh, sex tape?
Yeah.
It ain't no sex tape.
Of Arion. Because we want to know.
Arion.
Not Arion, I'm sorry. Melody.
Martell Holt, the reality TV star, controversial ex-husband, and Huntsville businessman, is now fighting the toughest battle of his life. What was first reported as a serious car accident has turned into a shocking, emotional storm that no one expected. The crash left Martell in critical condition, and new updates from the hospital have left fans heartbroken. Doctors say his injuries are far worse than anyone imagined, and his future remains uncertain as he lies in the ICU, fighting to survive. But while he struggles to heal, the world outside the hospital walls is filled with chaos. Family tension, legal drama, and wild rumors are spreading fast. Was this truly a tragic accident, or is there more to the story? Let's break down what really happened, the investigations that are underway, and what this all could mean for Martell Holt's future.
When people feel that they can use you and not respect the fact that they did use you.
Even with Scope, I mean, he made that comment of, guess who owns Scope now?
Slab. When we started Scope, I said, we're gonna bring you in, we're gonna do the same thing that Holt does, and then you just go buy me out. And that's what happened. It wouldn't be no Scope without me or Melody. For the duration of our lives, put some respect on it, because everything that you got now, you would not have touched anything.
Martell Holt first became a household name thanks to Love and Marriage Huntsville, the popular reality series about couples balancing love, business, and friendship in Alabama. In the beginning, Martell had it all: charm, confidence, and ambition. He was the good-looking real estate developer who seemed destined for success. Fans loved watching him and his then-wife, Melody Holt, building their empire together. They were business partners, parents, and television stars. The couple everyone thought had it figured out. But behind the cameras, their perfect image started to crumble. When Melody publicly revealed Martell's long-term affair, everything changed. Their marriage fell apart, and what followed was one of the most explosive divorces in reality TV history. The breakup played out in public, heated social media posts, emotional scenes on the show, and bitter custody battles that left fans divided.
But then if you see your man cheating or you see your woman cheating, it's a whole different thing. And now I've been sitting back and I see it, and it all just makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Martell went from fan favorite to one of the most controversial figures on the show. Some viewers felt sorry for him, others saw him as the villain. Still, despite the chaos, he tried to rebuild his name. He launched several business ventures, from real estate to a wine brand and even a trucking company. He wanted to prove he could stand on his own. Some people respected his hustle, while others thought he was chasing fame more than success. But no matter what he did, trouble always seemed to find him. And then came the night that would change everything. It was late one evening, just outside Atlanta. The roads were quiet, the sky dark. Martell was driving alone when suddenly something went terribly wrong. According to early reports, his car lost control and slammed violently into a guardrail. The impact was so strong that the front of the vehicle was completely crushed.
You smoking crack.
You know she too, right? You still.
Yeah, that wasn't Carmen.
And I saw it in person.
Witnesses nearby said the scene was terrifying. One driver recalled seeing Martell's car swerve sharply before spinning out of control. It looked like he was trying to avoid something, the witness said. Then there was a loud crash. It sounded like an explosion. Emergency crews arrived within minutes. They found Martell trapped inside, conscious but in extreme pain. He was struggling to breathe and could barely speak. Paramedics worked quickly to free him from the wreck and rushed him to a nearby hospital. He was immediately taken to the intensive care unit. At first, doctors were hopeful, but within hours, it became clear that his condition was far more serious than they expected. He had multiple broken bones, a severe head injury, and internal bleeding. Since then, he's remained in the ICU under constant monitoring.
I didn't know she was cheating. I didn't know she was cheating. I did not know at that
Who was
time.
she cheating with?
Sources close to the family say he's awake at times, but weak and unable to speak much. His loved ones have asked fans to keep praying for him and to respect their privacy during this difficult time. Police are still investigating the cause of the crash. So far, they haven't confirmed whether it was a mechanical failure, a moment of distraction, or something more suspicious. But the questions keep growing, and so do the rumors. The biggest mystery surrounding this crash is simple. What really happened that night? Some reports suggest Martell may have been speeding. Others claim he could have been using his phone or been distracted by something in the car. It was late, visibility was low, and fatigue might have played a role. Investigators are now checking traffic cameras, tire marks, and phone records to piece together the truth.
An intimate moment between me and my ex-wife.
Yes.
And I'm saying to you, it is abhorrently bad and hurtful to know that a woman can have an intimate moment with her then husband without it being sent back to her with messages that weren't the nursery rhyme.
But just when things seemed like a tragic accident, whispers of something darker began to spread. Online, fans started speculating that this might not have been an accident at all. A few people close to Martell even hinted that he had enemies, people who didn't wish him well. Some believe his car could have been tampered with before the crash. There are even claims that someone could have damaged the brakes or tires. While these theories sound shocking, they've gained traction because of Martell's long history of public feuds and business disputes. Over the years, he's clashed with cast members, rivals, and even former friends. However, police haven't confirmed any of these claims. They're inspecting the car for evidence of tampering, checking the engine, and analyzing every detail. At this point, investigators say there's no proof of foul play, but they haven't completely ruled it out either. Adding to the mystery, one witness claimed to have seen another person near the crash site right after the accident. That statement has fueled even more speculation. Was there another driver involved? Did someone flee the scene? Until the full report is released, everyone is left guessing, and social media has turned into a storm of theories and emotions. Some people are angry, others are praying, and everyone wants to know the truth. While Martell recovers, new problems are already surfacing. Reports say there might have been another car involved in the crash. That driver wasn't seriously injured, but they're reportedly planning to file a lawsuit. If the investigation shows that Martell was speeding, distracted, or under the influence of his phone, he could face serious legal consequences. That means lawsuits, financial damages, and even possible charges. Police are reviewing everything: dashcam videos, phone data, and roadside cameras. If it turns out Martell was at fault, his troubles could grow beyond just his injuries. At the same time, the media has jumped on the story. Headlines everywhere are revisiting Martell's past controversies, calling him reckless and irresponsible. It's a harsh reminder that, in the public eye, one mistake can overshadow everything else. Even worse, this accident is stirring up old family issues. Behind the scenes, Martell's family life is under new strain. His ex-wife, Martell Holt, was reportedly shaken when she heard the news. Despite all their past conflicts, sources say she's been deeply concerned for him as the father of her children. Still, their relationship remains complicated. Custody arrangements, communication issues, and emotional wounds have made co-parenting difficult. And now, with Martell in the hospital, Melody is handling most of the parenting responsibilities alone. Meanwhile, Martell's current girlfriend, Ariane Curry, has reportedly been by his side at the hospital, helping manage his care and supporting him through the recovery process. But not everyone in Martell's family is comfortable with that. According to insiders, there's been quiet tension between Ariane and some family members who believe she's taking too much control. These personal conflicts are making an already painful situation even more stressful. Beyond his health and family struggles, Martell's career could also face major setbacks. Before the crash, he was working to rebuild his reputation. He had new business ventures, brand collaborations, and was trying to reshape his image as a serious entrepreneur rather than just a reality star. But now, many of those opportunities are uncertain. Some companies that partnered with him are reportedly pulling away, not wanting to be connected to the ongoing controversy. Public opinion is also divided. While some fans are sending prayers and kind messages, others are dredging up his past, from cheating scandals to on-screen fights, using this crash as another example of him never learning. In the entertainment industry, reputation means everything. Once people lose faith in you, it can be hard to bounce back. And if Martell ends up facing legal trouble from this crash, his business image could take another serious blow. Doctors have confirmed that Martell's recovery will be slow and challenging. His injuries are extensive: broken bones, internal trauma, and head injuries that require close observation. Even once he leaves the hospital, he'll need months of physical therapy and rehabilitation. Sources say he's struggling emotionally too. The accident left him shaken and withdrawn. Friends describe him as quiet, distant, and sometimes confused. They say he replays the crash in his mind constantly, trying to remember every detail. That kind of trauma can't be healed with medicine alone. It takes mental strength and support, something that's hard to find when the world is watching and judging. And that's the reality Martell faces now. The media won't stop covering the story. Every update, every rumor, every small change in his condition becomes a headline. For someone who once thrived on attention, that spotlight now feels heavy. Before the accident, Martell was working hard to rebuild his name. He wanted to show he'd learned from his mistakes, that he could be a better father, businessman, and man. Now, that plan has been forced to pause. His focus must shift to healing, both physically and mentally. But once he recovers, he'll still have a long list of challenges waiting: clearing his name legally, repairing relationships, and trying to regain public trust. The truth is, this crash might be the hardest test of his life. Some see it as karma, others as a second chance. Whether Martell uses it as a moment to change or lets it define him will decide everything that comes next. Right now, all eyes are on Martell Holt. He's still in critical condition, surrounded by family, doctors, and the weight of public judgment. There's confusion, speculation, and a lot of unanswered questions. Was it just an accident, or is there more beneath the surface? Will Martell recover and rise again, or is this the end of his public journey? One thing is certain: this story is far from over. What do you think? Can Martell come back stronger than before, or has this crash changed him forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments and keep your notifications on, because when it comes to Martell Holt, the truth always comes out eventually.